so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Downtown Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for day number 2 of the State Volleyball Championships as we have a long but exciting day of volleyball in store for you. Yesterday, we saw the big classes. Classes 5A and classes 4A played their quarterfinals. Today, it's all the smaller classes. We start with Class 3A. We have Class 2A, and we will finish the evening with Class 1A volleyball. By the end of today, we will have semifinals set for tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon's semifinal action. Our first one today here on court number 1. It's number 1 overall seed, Davenport Assumption, in Class 3A, taking on the number 8 seed, Des Moines Christian. Two very good teams here in Class 3A, and we should have a dandy in for you here in this first match of the day. My name is Sarah Nagastal. I'll be with you throughout the day, and we're going to be joined this morning as well by Molly Geis. Molly, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Molly, you are the head volleyball coach at Roland Story.
That's correct, yep, for
and
18 years.
What'd you say?
18 years.
18 years
yep.
as the head coach of Roland Story, and you not only will bring us great insight as a coach, but you've also guided a pretty good volleyball team. You guys were a top 10, top 15 team throughout the years, so had a pretty good season for you guys.
Yeah, we had a great season. It was a lot of fun. It's always sad when it ends. Wish we were playing here, but it's fun to be here.
Well, we don't want to see your teams not make it here, but we are glad to have you along with the call this evening, or this morning, I should say. And so we get set for this one here between Davenport Assumption and Des Moines Christian. You know both these teams a little bit, so what are you looking forward to most between these two teams?
I think it's always interesting to see how everybody starts out. Are they nervous? Des Moines Christian hasn't been here. Assumption has. But it just, you get out there and you start playing and see who adjusts. And I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting seeing how it all plays out.
This is the 7th appearance for Davenport Assumption, and it is 4 straight for the top-rated Knights. And as you mentioned, for Des Moines Christian making their first ever trip here. 3 straight times they've lost in the regional final the last 3 years. And I was talking with Coach Matt Thompson in his first year with Des Moines Christian before the match today, and he said, that is really tough on the girls. The last 3 years losing in the regional final, getting so close here to the state tournament, and then finally being able to break through this year. It's got to mean so much to them.
Yeah. I remember seeing them at the beginning of the season thinking, ooh, they're going to be tough, and they've really played well all season, and I think they're going to do great here.
Let's talk about a little bit of a different aspect. It is 9:44 in the morning here in Cedar Rapids. A little bit different than playing at 7 o'clock at night. What are these teams going through, and how do these teams get ready for a volleyball game at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I'm sure it's all a little bit different. Did they sleep last night? They're so excited. I think it's your energy is up no matter what. They've been up for quite a while right now. I know Des Moines Christian stayed overnight. I'm not sure about Assumption here in Cedar Rapids, and I think they're all ready to play. And most tournaments, which everybody plays in tournaments, start at least at 9. But when they're younger, they even start earlier, so they're used to the mornings.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We've got more from the state volleyball tournament in Cedar Rapids next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family, like home.
SWIC is a place for you.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy. We're inside the powerhouse here in downtown Cedar Rapids. What a great environment for high school volleyball and for the girls, for the coaches, for everybody. It's such a great environment.
It is. Just looking around, you've got people dressed up for different things, all the different colors, white out, black out. Looks like both teams on the other side are white out, and then it's black out here. So.
And these girls have earned this opportunity to play in such a great environment. It's so cool to see what the IGHSAU does for these girls, really making them feel like celebrities down here at all their state tournaments throughout the year. You see it. It's so incredible what the IGHSAU does for the Iowa girl.
Yeah.
Fans,
let's go downstairs for today's introductions.
Featuring the Des Moines Christian Lions and the Davenport Assumption Knights. Over to court 2.
And your 3A quarterfinal matchup here in court 2 features the Unity Christian Knights and the West Delaware Hawks. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Maddie Schultz of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Unity Christian, Cody Harskamp. And from West Delaware, John Turn.
Presenting awards on Court 1 from the Student Athlete Advisory Council of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is Emma Davidson. Please join us in honoring the following Sportsmanship Award recipients. From Davenport Assumption, Heather Severin. And from Des Moines Christian, Kathy Neiman. Over to court 2 for team introductions.
Welcome back here courtside and court number 1 as we will have our introductions of the teams here in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at how these two teams got here. First of all, for the number 1 overall seed, Davenport Assumption, they come in at 34-4 on the year. They are the champions of region number 7, where they defeated Independence to get here. In class, they are second in Class 2A in service aces with 286 this season, and Ava Schubert leads Class 3A in service aces with 82 service aces on the year just herself. That's got to be huge for them today.
Yeah, she's been a tough player. I remember watching her as a freshman, and she was dominant as a freshman. Now she's a junior. She's just going to be, she's got that experience, and she is a great player.
How important is a service ace in a match? Maybe you're trying to get a little bit of a run, trying to get moving a little bit. How important are those service aces?
Oh, it's huge, and it keeps the other team out of system. So, you like to have all 3 options to set to. But, she's probably, if she's not getting an ace, she's getting it to where they're not getting a very good pass, and that's going to be big for them.
And for Des Moines Christian, the Lions, they are the 8 seed, but don't treat them like an 8 seed. They are a very good 8 seed here today, 36-6 on the year. They are the Region 4 champions. They defeated Nevada to get here. They lead Class 3A in service aces. So you have the team that's second in Class 3A in service aces and the team that leads the state in service aces, 292 on the year. And Allie Lundeberg, third in Class 3A in service aces. So we are in for a really good serving match between these two teams here today.
Right. It might even be more of who's a better passing team. They've got such great servers that, it does really come down to who passes well, who's going to play well.
Absolutely. So you had a little bit of a chance to kind of look at these teams a little bit. What is the key, first of all, for Des Moines Christian? How do they beat the number 1 overall team?
Oh boy, it's hard to say in video, like, to see how somebody actually is. So, but they have played each other, so they've got that experience. They know a little bit more. Is Des Moines Christian maybe more balanced? I don't know. I haven't seen Assumption. Can they stop the big powers of Assumption? There's just a lot of factors. I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they played each other back on September 4th. Assumption won 25-22, 25-22. Let's go downstairs now today for introductions to this Class 3A quarterfinal between the number 1 overall seed Davenport Assumption and the number 8 overall seed Des Moines Christian. Let's go downstairs for today's introductions.
Now over to Rick on court 1.
Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First, the Des Moines Christian Lions. The non-starters, number 3, Chloe Pruitt. Number 4, Sydney Tice. Number 6, Hadley Hardison. Number 14, Selu Lux. Number 15, Andrea Lineback. Number 17, Caitlin Mum. Number 18, Ashlyn Becky. Number 19, Abby Hall. Assistant coaches are Carrie Lombardi, Andrea Kakorinsky, and Summer Ray Kemper. Your starters, number 2, Finley Scalehouse. Number 7, Marin Miller. Number 8, Blaine Ingram. Number 10, Emma Cross. Number 11, Allie Lundberg. Number 12, Gabby Lombardi. The libero is number 1, Olivia Lombardi. The head coach is Matt Thompson. And now for your home team on the scoreboard, the Davenport Assumption Knights. Number 2, Drew Dorsey. Number 4, Ellie Schubert. Number 8, Isabella Krogman. Number 11, Annika Kotula. Number 12, Leah Morrow. Number 13, Tori Tucker. Number 16, Elizabeth Snyder. Number 18, Emma Strayjack. Assistant coaches are Jenna Britt and Nikki Gardner. Now for your starters. Number 3, Carly Wolf. Number 5, Maggie Johnson. Number 6, Lily Van Severen. Number 7, Anna Strayjack. Number 9, Ava Schubert. Number 15, Ava Harris Shepard. The libero is number 1, Brianna Gardner. The head coach is Bree Scherler. Your referees for the match, Chris Rentz, Jill Manell. Your line judges are Ryan Rodemeyer and Casey Woodley. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please join us and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America and those who protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back here courtside as we get set for today's matchup. And fans, before we begin our match, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across the state of Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in today's matchup. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Des Moines Christian is in all blue. Davenport Assumption is in all black. The number 1 overall seed and the number 8 seed. Again, these two teams have already met once this year, back early in the season when both these teams were fresh, some new bodies.
Assumption fans, let's hear it for your Knights.
And obviously weren't their complete teams, a complete body of work until now. And it was a close one, 25-22, 25-22. Davenport Assumption will have the serve first, and it'll be Carly Ralph. Momentum is a huge thing, obviously, in the game of volleyball. How important is it to find the first point?
Oh, yeah, just get that first serve over and get it in, and then adrenaline takes over.
Davenport Assumption will get an opportunity. And was that in? That was on the line. That's one of those where you just send it over and you're like, oh no, I think it's going out. Oh no, yes, that's a point.
Well, she had a plan with that. She knows to take that to the one spot, and it was right on the line. That was great.
Lombardi will serve for Des Moines Christian. She's the libero, and that's going to be an ace serve. We talked about it. It's Des Moines Christian, the number 1 team in ace serves this year. Davenport Assumption number 2 in Class 3A, and 2 points in, we have our first ace. Lombardi will go after it again. And that one will be sent just a bit long.
Lions.
There by Ava Schubert. We saw earlier, me and you mentioned it before we got off on air, Ava Schubert, she brought the energy in the pregame warm-ups for Davenport Assumption, and obviously they're going to need that right now, trailing 3-0.
Yeah, she's probably trying to keep them calm a little bit too. Been here before. You see the ups and downs, and you got to ride the wave.
Point Knights.
Knights will get their first point as Ava Harris Shepard, the junior 5'10" middle hitter, came in with 118 kills on the year. She picks up 119. As Isabel Corkman will have her first service. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Good block there by Davenport Assumption, allowing them to set up their offense. Now Des Moines Christian will get another opportunity with the volleyball. Tough one here for Assumption.
Hustle.
Can they return? They can. Who's going to find this point? Could be a lot of momentum behind this point. And sometimes when you get those long volleys, and the point will go to Assumption. Sometimes when you get those long volleys, when you get that point, that's some momentum.
Yeah. It's crazy how you fight so hard for some of those balls, and then something drops in the middle there, but they just got to communicate.
Jump serve taken by Des Moines Christian. They're going to try to set it up, and that one just out a little bit out in front of Cross. Emma Cross on her way to Gardner Webb, where she will play her college volleyball. Not quite able to get caught up to that one, and Davenport Assumption, after falling behind 3-0, have come back to tie our first match at 3-3. Schubert sent it a bit long. She asked for a tip, did not get one.
Serving for the Lions, Allie Lundberg.
Assumption sets it up. We'll just tap it over, allow Des Moines Christian to set it up. Here's the Davenport Assumption offense. Good block at the net.
The block assist to Miller and Cross. Point Lions.
And Des Moines Christian back out in front, 5-3. Allie Lundberg doing the serving. An overpass. Back to Assumption.
The block assist to Miller and Lombardi.
Point for
Lions.
Des Moines Christian. Back to, we've had 3-point runs 3-point run for Des Moines Christian, then for Assumption, now again for Des Moines Christian, and that serve is an error and into the net, so we stop there once again. Each team has kind of had their run so far in this game.
Yeah, it has been, back a couple runs. I still don't think Assumption is quite, we're going to see a lot more out of them, I think. I think a little bit of it, I don't know if it's nerves or, just seeing Des Moines Christian now might make things look a little different than what they saw in film.
Good block again for Des Moines Christian. Up front has been huge for Des Moines Christian so far in this match.
Yeah.
Cross, Point Lions.
Miller and Cross, Marin Miller and Emma Cross with the block assist there.
Number 18.
Des Moines Christian out in front by 3 once again, 7-4. Ashlyn Backey will serve this one for Des Moines Christian. Schubert from the 10-foot line. What do we see there? Both teams kind of just not wanting to set up their offense. What would you see there?
Yeah, I just think a little bit of it is the timing. The atmosphere here, it's a lot different than your normal gym. Right. So they're just not connecting quite on their hitting yet. There they go.
That's the Davenport Assumption offense. We're going to see Maggie Johnson, the sophomore, 5'10", middle hitter, 158 kills coming into this tournament. She picks up her first of the tournament here, and that was a big one.
Yeah, that was big. That was a great pass, too.
Schubert will serve, a high jump serve for her, and Des Moines Christian is able to receive it. Assumption will set up their offense, just a little float shot over the net. Here comes Des Moines Christian from the back row, and that one's sent long.
Point, Knights.
We see serving Schubert. She serves, I call it recklessly, and not because it's a bad serve, but she serves, on the edge. If she's trying to get those aces, she's trying to get it in, but every once in a while she might miss one.
Correct, yeah. I mean, you don't see a true jump serve like that as much anymore. Most of the kids do a jump float, which is a little safer. That's a great serve. I'm sure they wish they would have had a little bit longer run with her serving.
As Des Moines Christian will end it, Tice will come in to serve. She is an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com as Tice will serve it over the net. They're going to set it up to Schubert from the 10-foot line. That one went into the net, came back.
Point.
And Davenport Assumption had to let it go. They can't touch it again. Would have been a fourth hit on Assumption. 9-7 is the lead for Des Moines Christian. We mentioned it earlier, but we'll see it later on if Davenport Assumption, how they go throughout this match. But we knew Des Moines Christian was going to keep up with them, and they were going to give them a good match. We've already seen one 8 seed beat a 1 seed so far in this tournament in Class 5A. The defending Class 5A runners-up who are the number 1 seed this year. Iowa City Liberty went down to Johnston in the first one. Here's Schubert from the 10-foot line, blocked by Des Moines Christian, and that one I believe is touched off of Des Moines Christian, will be a point.
By number 3, Carly Wall.
Yeah, Schubert, I remember watching her do that in past years too, where she hits from the back row. It's right back. Most people typically hit from left back, middle back, but she's got a great left-handed swing from the right back, and that's going to be tough.
Des Moines Christian will allow Davenport Assumption to set up their offense. Received by Assumption, blocked at the net. That time, Lombardi just dumped it over. And that's in. A chance for Assumption to set up their offense. And Strayjack finds a kill.
That was a good line shot. It's tough to defend.
Back to 9 points apiece between these two teams here in set number 1. Lombardi receives for Des Moines Christian. Blocked at the net, big block. We talked earlier about the middles and the net presence by Des Moines Christian. Now Davenport Assumption, we see some good net presence by them as well.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of back and forth today.
Knights by 1 now. They haven't led much in this set. Here in set number 1, it's been all Des Moines Christians thus far. Davenport Assumption trying to make a comeback, make a run. There's a offensive strike for Lombardi, and it'll be a point and a kill for Johnson of Davenport Assumption.
So Des Moines Christian has Gabby Lombardi. She sets when she's in the back row, but she's in the front row now, and then she plays outside hitter. She kind of does it all for them.
That one's a bit long. Gabby wears number 12. Olivia Lombardi is the junior libero for Des Moines Christian. You see her wearing the white jersey as Gabby is serving now. Olivia and Gabby Lombardi. Johnson floated over the net. A little bit of an overpass for Des Moines Christian, but Davenport Assumption not able to set anything up. And a good block at the net.
The block by number 5.
You saw that Des Moines Christian had to, she was just trying to float that one over the block, and it came up a little bit short, partly to do because the block was there.
Yeah, probably a little bit quicker transition and maybe get a little more power behind it. Sometimes playing it safe doesn't work out in your favor.
Lombardi with a set to Lundberg. Davenport Assumption not able to set anything up. Here comes Des Moines Christian. And a strike down the line by Lundberg. The senior 5'10" right side had 201 kills throughout the year. She has her first one now of the state tournament. As Skellhouse will go back to serve for Des Moines Christian. And she will jump serve it. Battle for it at the net, and Des Moines Christian is able to receive. Good block by Des Moines Christian, but too much on that one. And Des Moines Christian not able to go after it. Shepard is able to get the kill for Davenport Assumption, who leads by 2. Carly Rolfe, the senior 5'9", will serve. Taken by Olivia Lombardi. Gabby Lombardi pushed over, and points for Des Moines Christian. Net violation against Davenport Assumption. It was going to be a Des Moines Christian point probably either way, as they look to be setting it up nicely on offense. And it'll be an ace serve for Lombardi.
Ace serve, point Lions.
Olivia Lombardi finds the ace serve. She had 50 ace serves throughout the season. That's her first here in the state tournament. Now at 51, we've got a whistle and a double hit against Des Moines Christian.
For the Knights,
back and forth we go. Got a couple of IMT substitutions. Be worry-free with IMT. As Isabel Krogman will come in. She will serve for Davenport Assumption. Lombardi sets it up. Good job by Davenport Assumption to keep that one alive. Libero Brianna Gartner laying out for that one. Who's going to end up with a point? Lombardi is going to set it up. Davenport Assumption will be able to set their offense up. Schubert, good strike. And the pass goes over and out of bounds.
She hit that
all
one
set
hard.
up on the strike there by Schubert.
Point.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch and see if they're trying to keep Schubert out of the offense by maybe taking the first ball to her, and it makes it harder for her to transition. They did that the first time, but then they had an out-of-system ball that they could take to her, and she cranked on it.
That one sent long.
Point Knights.
Point for Davenport Assumption, who has the lead by 3 now. Haven't seen this big of a lead for Davenport Assumption. And Coach Thompson wants a timeout. Des Moines Christian will take it. They're down by 3. We'll take it as well. We're back for more volleyball next.
We are We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. My name is Aaron Eggestal. She is Molly Geis. And Davenport Assumption has a 16-13 lead over the Des Moines Christian Lions. First time out we've seen used. Maybe just trying to break up some of that momentum here for Davenport Assumption.
Right, that's what a lot of timeouts really are. A lot of times as a coach, you kind of high-five your other coaches and say, hey, we got a side out, and there they did.
How big is that? You call a timeout, you talk to your team, and you come back with a huge kill from one of your senior leaders in Emma Cross.
Yeah, that is huge, and that's why you call that timeout. So
serving is Lundberg, and Ava Schubert comes back and says, hey, me too.
Both sides have a powerful left side, or left-handed right side. Now Des Moines Christians is going out, but Schubert is in her last rotation in the front row. So,
and we talked about it earlier, Schubert brings that energy out there, pushing and shoving, as Gartner will serve for Assumption. They're able to receive and set up their offense, and that'll be sent long. Was there a tip? No.
Lions, substitution.
Is that just a standard thing we're going to ask for a tip on every single play just to see if we get one?
Yeah, a lot of times kids think they see a touch or they're hoping for it. And sometimes it gets missed, you know. But yes, it's very common for kids to call for that. Schubert
sends one over. Des Moines Christian does a nice job of getting a hand on it, creating a block and set up their offense, turns into a point. And just like that, Des Moines Christian down by 3 calls a timeout and worked themselves back to 1 point.
That ball to Lombardi was a little further off the net, which I think might be on purpose. It makes it a little bit easier to use the blocker's hands instead of get blocked.
Schubert not able to get all of that one, as we are back tied at 17 once again, and it will be Ashlyn Backey, the senior 5'9" outside hitter, serving for Des Moines Christian. Gartner will get it over. Just a float shot. Sometimes it's not about the power, it's just the finesse.
Right. Maybe they've seen that on film, that's open. That might be something she does regularly, or she sees the court really well.
Kaylin Mumm coming off the bench, finding a kill there at 131 of them in the regular season before the state tournament. A diving effort for Des Moines Christian. Are not able to get that one, and Davenport Assumption has tied it back at 18. That was a big side out there for Davenport Assumption. You gave up a lead, and you gave up your lead, and you now are trailing. Big side out.
Yeah. Well, and their setter for Assumption, Rolf, she's smart. She knows, sometimes you put the ball over on the other side, and she got a kill out of that. But, sometimes you're just hoping that they make the mistake too.
Block. Out of bounds for Des Moines Christian. You heard the communication there between Des Moines Christian. They quickly yelling, out. Yep. Communication, a huge thing in volleyball.
Oh, yeah. It gives you that confidence, too, to let it go.
Tice into serve for Des Moines Christian. Schubert had to dig that one up, went over the net. Des Moines Christian tried to kill it, but just a bit long. We're tied at 19.
Yeah, that one was a little tougher, but I tried to tell my kids to use 2 hands and call it a swipe. That one might have been a little bit tough to do that with, but it's really hard not to want to take that big swing, because when it's good, it's really fun.
Service error. We haven't seen a lot of service errors so far in this one, but one there. And it gives Des Moines Christian that 20-point mark. Now 20 points don't mean anything, but sometimes it's nice to be the first one to get to 20.
Definitely.
And now to 21, Des Moines Christian just 4 points away from taking set number one.
She had the right idea. They were tipping it to the right. It was open, but she was just a little too far off the net to get it over.
Lombardi serving. Schubert from the back row. Tipped by Des Moines Christian will allow them to set up their offense. Tipped by Davenport Assumption. Gartner sprawls out for it. Assumption able to keep it alive. Now it'll be Des Moines Christian. Lombardi sets it up. Chance offensively. And Des Moines Christian wanted a lift. They don't get it. It'll be Lombardi and the offense for Des Moines Christian, and the point will go to Des Moines Christian anyway. You saw the Des Moines Christian bench. They wanted a lift there in that situation. Timeout called by Davenport Assumption. It's a 22-19 lead for the Lions of Des Moines Christian, the 8th seed. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Des Moines Christian, the 8th seed. You'll see them right there, high-fiving each other, 22-19 lead. They're 3 points away from set number one. Set number one, always nice to, we talked about it getting to 20 now. If you take the first set, always huge momentum. And pressure on the other team.
Yeah, it is huge momentum, especially for Des Moines Christian. I feel like being the underdog here.
And another point for the Lions.
Yeah, that was big. That point was really big.
23-19. The Lions need 2. Davenport Assumption has to make a run here to try to bring this one back. They're going to set it up to their all-star Schubert, who sends it a bit long. And now the Lions are 2 set points. They will get quite a few opportunities at set points. Davenport Assumption will need 5 straight. They will need to side out and then get 4 points serving to win. They get the side out. That's a start. You get the side out. But now you got to score 4 straight.
Yeah, now you have to serve just to get it in.
Serving is Maggie Johnson.
Maggie Johnson will do the serving for Davenport Assumption. Good big block there at the net. Battleford, who's going to win it? Lombardi trying to end it.
Oh.
It is Des Moines Christian. Ingram ends it for Des Moines Christian, 25-20. The Lions of Des Moines Christian take set 1. We're back for set 2 next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Back to Cedar Rapids. Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu.
Set 2 for the Des Moines Christian Lions. Number 2, Finley
And Des Moines
Stelhoff.
Christian has the lead, so if you're Davenport Assumption, this is a big set for you. How do you win this set?
Yeah, they got to come out with confidence. I think some other players for Assumption, will step up here. A lot of pressures on Schubert to kind of do everything,
do her thing.
Yeah, and I know the other players have the ability, and
Lions.
they just got to trust each other right now.
Schubert trying to send that one into the back row, instead it's just a bit long. And it's a 1-0 lead for Des Moines Christian. Serving for the Lions is Skelhaus. And that one sent long. Again, we start the way we started in set number 1. The Lions with the lead. They started with a 3-0 lead in set 1. Now a 2-0 lead here so far in set 2 with Skelhaus serving. Schubert takes. They set in the middle. Good block by Des Moines Christian. Davenport Assumption is just going to have to send it over, and that one lands in. And hopefully she's okay, as Skelhaus kind of almost landed on the volleyball, and then she landed into the bench. So ankles, back, head. She looks tough, though.
Yeah, and then it was in.
Tipped by Lombardi. It's going to be a
back row attack.
Back row attack. Called against Des Moines Christian. That's sent long. Trying to serve in that line there, and just a bit of a miss.
Yeah, serving, the line, serving the one spot, those are all good, tough serves, but they're a little risky too.
That one will go out. It'll be a kill for Harris Shepard. She'll pick up number 3.
Serving for the Knights.
3-3 the score here in set number 2. Ace serve. How big is that for Davenport Assumption?
Yeah,
Gets them a
big.
lead.
I know Des Moines Christian, number 2, I'm probably going to mispronounce her name, was the libero last year, so she's a very good passer. So both teams kind of putting pressure on the hitters to pass. I know Des Moines Christian's kind of serving at Schubert. Sometimes you put the pressure on, hope that they get frustrated maybe from their passing and it leads into hitting.
Schubert helps the team get a 5-2 lead. And for those at home, a lot of times your libero is usually one of your better defensive players.
Definitely, yes.
That one sent long. Good job there by the back row of Des Moines Christian. They kind of followed it all the way to the end. If that one's going to hit the line, of course, they're going to try to get it back up, but following it with their eyes all the way to the end.
Yep.
Here's a chance for Schubert and the Des Moines, or the Assumption offense. Instead, just a bit long on that one. And here come the Lions back after having a lead. Assumption takes a 2-point lead, but Des Moines Christian fighting back to a 5-5 tie. What a good serve. Great serve there for Des Moines Christian. It's an ace. for Lundberg. And a 1-point lead for Des Moines Christian. You know, one thing I've noticed is Des Moines Christian, their first time down here at state, they really haven't showed any of the nerves.
They haven't. I think they're just, they're pretty confident players. It's not all on one person's shoulders, and so it's easy to look around at your teammates and say, hey, we got this.
Yeah. Marin Miller with a nice kill there for Des Moines Christian. Gartner takes. Schubert long, and it'll be a point for Des Moines Christian, 8-5. The lead for the Lions. And I asked Coach Thompson about that before we started today. I said, hey, how are the girls' nerves going to be? And he thought, hey, we're, of course, being down here for the first time, we're going to have some nerves. But if they have nerves, which I'm sure they do internally, they definitely have not showed them.
They aren't showing it.
Block from Des Moines Christian at the front of the net. Davenport Assumption will get to set up their offense.
Des Moines Christian's playing great defense. They've got a good block up, and that makes it a lot easier on their defense too, but that one didn't work out quite as well as the first time, but still, she's got that plan to take it to that deep one spot.
Is that something that you can practice? You know how hard you have to hit that to try to hit that back line?
Oh, yeah.
Like shooting a free throw. Gartner will set this one up and serve it for Davenport Assumption, but right in the middle, once again, Miller for Des Moines Christian gives them a 3-point lead.
Ashlyn Backey into the lineup. Backey will serve.
And Backey will serve for Des Moines Christian. Davenport Assumption in, beautifully placed, right on that back line for Drew Dorsey. Coming off the bench, just a freshman, as the Davenport Assumption crowd will help us out with that as well.
Serving is Ava Schubert.
You didn't see much excitement out of that kill. I feel like Assumption's a little, now maybe they'll get excited about that.
Kill by Drew Dorsey.
That's a pretty veteran move for a freshman.
Right,
there.
right. She seems pretty unfazed.
Good size, 5'10" freshman. I'm sure every volleyball program around the state would like some 5'10" freshmen.
Right.
Freshmen that can hit that well. And here's Schubert again. What a treat she is to watch serve. Ava Schubert
Point Knights.
with a ridiculous serve. It's in for an ace.
Kind of froze him.
Schubert came in to this tournament as one of the top
Point Knights.
ace getters in the state, as the Knights will get another point there and lead by 1.
That's that out of system ball that, they did get the pass up, but it wasn't what they wanted. And, they swing out with that.
That last ace from Schubert, as we get to see her serve again, was her 80th of the year. Des Moines Christian will set up their offense with Miller in the middle.
The kill by Marin Miller. Point Lions.
Great job there from Miller.
Number 4, Sydney.
We've seen her.
Yeah, she's very effective. She's 466 on the season. That is impressive. And
Yeah.
I know Coach was talking about her earlier, just how consistent she's been.
Assumption will send it over and allow Des Moines Christian to set up their offense. Labardi, Schubert able to receive. Block at the net. We talked about Des Moines Christian all afternoon, all morning long. Huge block there.
Yeah, I think Assumption needs to cover their hitter a little bit better. It's nice as a hitter to be able to swing, knowing that, if it gets blocked, your team's going to dig it back up. Just like that.
The block assist by Ingram and Mum. Point Lions.
Ingram and Mum with the block assist that time for Des Moines Christian. A 12-10 lead for the Lions here in set 2. And an ace serve. Ace serve for Tice, the senior. Timeout, Davenport Assumption, 13-10 the lead.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Davenport Assumption trailing by 3, and still a long ways to go here in set number 2, but you never want to fall behind too far in the game of volleyball, especially when you get two good teams like this, as Des Moines Christian maybe not going to let you run 7 or 8 times in a row.
Right. You know, as a coach, you kind of watch the body language, and right now Des Moines Christian's looks a little bit better, but Assumption looks like they just want to get the job done, so give me the ball. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Able to find a point after a timeout there for Davenport Assumption. Van Severin will serve for Assumption. Her mom was the Sportsmanship Award winner for Davenport Assumption. Great thing that the IGHSAU does here at the State Volleyball Championships is give out a Sportsmanship Award in the quarterfinals to one fan from each school, as Des Moines Christian will get a point from Labardi on the kill. And Van Severin, who was just serving for Assumption, her mom was the Sportsmanship Award winner for Davenport Assumption before today's game. As you saw on the screen, Labardi will serve now, taken by Schubert in the middle. That one's in. Great play for Davenport Assumption and Maggie Johnson, the sophomore.
Point Knights.
IMT substitution, Ava Harris-Shepard, junior 5'10" middle hitter. She'll come in and play the front row. All of our substitutions are brought to you by our friends at IMT. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Assumption will set up the offense. Block. Stays in.
Kill by Anna Strayjack.
Strayjack with the kill. The block was there, just didn't get enough of it.
Yeah, she did a good job of using her hands. She just kind of slowed it down a little bit, pushed it into her hands, and they learn how to use the blocker's hands when they're there.
Now Davenport Assumption will get a successful block. Back to the Des Moines Christian side. Assumption will set up their offense over for Strayjack. Again, Assumption. Lombardi will set in the middle. Allow Assumption just trying the dump there. We haven't seen a lot. These two teams don't use the setter dump as much as some of the other teams will, but tried it there, just not enough.
Scalehouse will serve.
But that can be effective when done.
Right, yeah, your defense has to kind of wait until they've seen if you're going to do it or not. And
sometimes that late reaction in volleyball, you never want to have a late reaction in the game of volleyball.
Right.
The ball will eat you up. 16-13 is the score in favor of Des Moines Christian. They lead by 3 again, as Davenport Assumption is trying to weather the storm. And out of rotation, it won't be an ace serve. Rotation violation for Davenport Assumption. It was going to probably be an ace anyway there for Des Moines Christian, but Davenport Assumption loses the point as they were out of rotation. Did you see who was out of rotation?
Oh, I think that they're crossed over a little bit, and maybe somebody switched before the serve happened. But that's a frustrating thing to have happen.
But they get one back on the service error for Des Moines Christian, and it fizzles out to a 3-point lead, but 1 point closer for Des Moines Christian to that 25-point mark. Olivia Lombardi just has to send it over the net. Schubert didn't float it quite enough. And it's a 4-point lead for Des Moines Christian. And that will send Olivia Lombardi back to serve here for Des Moines Christian.
Point Lions.
Point for the Lions again. It will keep Lombardi out there to serve.
Yeah, Assumption, they need a little energy right here. That's where you kind of have to, somebody's got to step up and make a diving save or something to fire your team up.
Ball is out of bounds.
Des Moines Christian sends that one just a bit long. Kind of an interesting look there from Skellhouse. Maybe she felt it better come off the hand, and once it went out of bounds, she's like, what, I didn't hit it like that. She kind of had that interesting look on her face.
Every DS wants to hit.
Serving is Schubert.
A 4-point lead, 19-15 for Des Moines Christian. And Miller is
the
blocked
assist to Dorsey and
up
Harris
front.
Shepard, Point Knights.
As Harris Shepard able to block that one up front for Davenport Assumption, back to a 3-point Lions lead. That one you saw coming. That one's going to land 4 rows deep in the stands. What a attack there from Emma Cross. She wound up and her mouth started watering when she saw that one coming.
Yeah, she pounded that one.
20-16 is the score. 4-point lead for Des Moines Christian. Make that a 3-point lead on a service error for the Lions. And again, Des Moines Christian, the first one to 25. They won the first set 25-20 and now lead the second set 20-17. They are the number 8 overall seed, leading the number 1 seed as Gartner will serve. She's the libero wearing a red jersey, and that one comes right back. It's long though from Dorsey. Came right back to her. She slammed it, but just a bit long.
That's where, as a coach, I'd be like, see, I told you, just swipe it over. You're going to be more accurate. And kids want to swing at that. It's very tempting.
21-17, a 4-point lead for Des Moines Christian. Backey serves. And they're going to give it to Schubert, trying to let their star bring them back into it. Lombardi will just lay this one over. Here comes Schubert again, and there she goes. Give it to your star and let her feed her, as they say. And after the kill, she is exactly who you want serving, down by 3 at the end of a set.
She's got the look on her face like she wants the ball.
Let me say this. Oh, she just sends that one a bit long. Maybe a little too aggressive with that one, but yeah, like you said, when she went back there, she had the look on her face like, I would not want to be somebody standing in front of her.
She wants this set.
Tice will serve for Des Moines Christian. Here's the freshman Dorsey. She just lays it over. Des Moines Christian will allow Mumm. They'll be able to set up their offense. Mumm again floats it. Kept alive by Gartner. Good job with the hand extension there. Des Moines Christian's going to have to send it over. And it's in. Great job.
See, that's the hustle point I'm talking about. She dives, pancakes it up. They get that point. That's big.
23-18 Des Moines Christian. Two points away from taking a 2-0 set lead. Gartner, Dorsey, Des Moines Christian. This is Lombardi, and she hits it hard. Can they save it? No, it's out. That would be in a high school gym. There would be a wall there, so that would be out. So once you get off the actual court onto the carpet there, that's out of bounds. 24-18 Des Moines Christian, 1 point away from taking a 2-point lead on the number 1 seed in Davenport Assumption. Can they do it right here? Will it be Lombardi? We've got a whistle and a line violation against Des Moines Christian.
Oh, did they call her under the?
Yep.
Her foot under the net. Yeah.
Yep. Her foot was under the net. Says our R2. We have 2 substitutions. Brought to you by IMT. Be worry free with IMT. IMS.com as Van Severin will serve. She's one of our substitutions. As you see her there serving. Nice serve, diving down towards the court. It's dug out and blocked in, and a kill for Lombardi. Des Moines Christian 25-19. They have a 2-0 lead on the #1 overall seed in Davenport Assumption, though don't count Assumption out. A couple years ago, I watched a Tammy Verbeek Western Christian team down 2-0 come back and win 3 straight. And, of course, that powerhouse there in Western Christian, Davenport Assumption, another powerhouse school. We'll see if they can make a comeback when we come back here to Cedar Rapids.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. As you see, we are underway in set number 3, and Des Moines Christian will start off right where they left off in set number 2. Des Moines Christian has had a lead in all 3 sets so far. They took set 1 25-20, set 2 25-19, and now Olivia Lombardi will serve, leading 1-0 for Davenport Assumption, or excuse me, for Des Moines Christian. Assumption trying to set something up on offense. Have not been able to get the offense going in long order. Schubert trying to be that spark plug. And a net violation going to be called against Lombardi. She disagreed.
Yeah.
And it'll be a point for Davenport Assumption.
And in the Knights lineup, number 8, Isabella Krogman.
Isabella Krogman is in as an IMT substitution. Be worry free with IMT at IMTINS.com. And she will serve. Lombardi will set Miller in the middle. Good afternoon, good night.
Well played.
As Miller sends that one straight to the floor. Here's a chance for the freshman Dorsey, unable to kill it. Here's Des Moines Christian. Good block, though. Come back the other way. Davenport Assumption, Ava Harris-Shepard with the block.
I think that was Schubert, wasn't it?
And Schubert there both. They're going to give him a block assist for Harris-Shepard and Schubert together. And Brianna Gartner will go back and serve. She kind of has her own little thing in the corner and then comes back and serves. Some serve from the middle, some serve from the far side, some serve from the near side. Everybody has their own little thing that goes long.
I'm old enough that you had a certain spot that you had to serve.
Really?
Yeah. Like the little hash mark is gone now, but you had the serving spot and you couldn't move all across the back.
Nowadays, it's kind of really creative to see, as we'll see, an ace serve for Gartner. It's kind of creative, and every athlete, we kind of mentioned it, has their own little thing. Some are more creative than others, but just get yourself in a rhythm, right?
Yeah, and sometimes they see something on TV of somebody and then they try it.
Yes, that seems to be a popular theme with high school athletes, no matter the sport. You see players copying their idols on TV. Gardner continuing to serve. Davenport Assumption has come firing here in this set number 3. They know they have to win it to keep their season alive. They will find it from Ava Schubert. Now, for Davenport Assumption, they've been here 7 times, and we'll talk about it when we come back here from break. 6-2 is the lead, 4-point lead for the Knights. We're back after this.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Back to Cedar Rapids is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Davenport Assumption, they're breaking the huddle right now. You see them back onto the court. They have a 4-point lead, but are trailing 2-0. They've been here 7 times, and last year they finally broke through to the semifinals, though that's it.
Yeah, you see the smiles now that they're back when they were coming back out on the court this time, so maybe things are turning around.
And
volleyball is one where you just cannot relax.
There's always something going on. But the other thing is, I kind of mentioned it yesterday, and from a coach's perspective, you know, let's say in basketball or softball, you get down by a bunch of points. You have to make all those points back up. Right. In volleyball, if you lose a set by 10, you come back to the next set, it's a clean slate.
Yeah, it's nuts how you can beat somebody really bad one game, and then the next game they come back and beat you.
And that's in. Great block up front from Dorsey and Johnson. 6-point lead, one of the largest leads we have seen in this match right now for Davenport Assumption. Gartner serving. Can Miller end it? Yes. Miller ends the run. Big side out for Des Moines Christian, because even though you have a 2-0 lead, you still have to win one more.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm Des Moines Christian, I want to seal this deal now, because I don't want Assumption getting another chance and getting the momentum.
And if they win 4, you get the 5, you throw everything out the window.
Right.
You don't know who's going to win.
Yep. But it's very possible for Assumption to come back and win this whole thing, and I know they know that.
From the back row, Mum over, taken by Gartner of Davenport Assumption. Dorsey, good strike there by the freshman Dorsey.
Honestly, Assumption looks like a completely different team this set.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. That's what you see as a coach. If you were coaching this team right now, you would be able to. You could tell that they just from their look, their play, they're playing better. And now you have your star server and Schubert out there with a 6-point lead, 9-3. Dorsey will go over. Back row, Mum for Des Moines Christian. Here comes Labarty. She's trying to get a side out. No. And Davenport Assumption with a good one there.
That dump worked. Setters like to do that. They like to get a kill once in a while.
They're always like, hey, we always give you guys all the assists. We want some glory too.
It was a smart one.
That one sent a bit long. Schubert 6-point lead, though, for Davenport Assumption.
Wasn't out by much, but I think that was a good break for Des Moines Christian.
Tice will serve. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Tice's serve taken by Gartner and Davenport Assumption. Here comes Lombardi. Oh, man. Lombardi smashes that one down.
There's some firepower here today.
And if you're a defender, how do you defend that? How do you dig that?
You hope your blockers get in front of that, but
don't sign me up to stand in front of a Lombardi and when she's swinging. As that one comes down, great job in the middle by Ingram, the senior.
The kill by Ingram, point Lions.
it was a smart shot. It was good off speed. I think just she wasn't up at the right time, and she was smart about it.
Into the net is going to be a net violation against Davenport Assumption. The one thing we've had down here, and as a coach, you're probably excited about that, is these officials have been fantastic. We have the best of the best here at the state tournament.
Definitely. Yeah, these are great officials. And that's what you want when you're a coach. Great hit.
And there you see the line judges also getting in the action. We have certified line judges once we get to the regional semifinals. Always nice. Down here at the state tournament. All these officials, the line judges and the R1s, the R2s, they all could be intermixed. That's how good these line judges are. They could be state tournament R1s and state tournament R2s.
Yeah, as coaches every year we have to rate the officials, and then we have to suggest some that we think belong at the state tournament. So
the block assist by Ingram and Lombardi.
And don't look now, but Des Moines Christian is only trailing by 3. As Ava Lombardi will serve a 3-point lead for Davenport Assumption, as that lead is starting to shrink, and it will shrink even further as Des Moines Christian sends it over by Ingram. Sends it right back down. Lombardi serving. That one's set long. It's a 1-point lead.
I feel like on Des Moines Christian, everybody's doing their role. They've got their big swingers. They've got, their middles are just being smart. They're always present at the net. Like, that was smart. She could have been, not ready for that, but she gets a kill out of it.
Timeout called by Davenport Assumption. We're tied at 11. And with that, fans, get out your cell phones. We've got an opportunity for you here with the QR code that is on your screen. The official state tournament merchandise is now available. As I mentioned, get those smartphones out. Scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. See the QR code there? Make sure you scan it to get to that state tournament merchandise. Those shirts, oh so cool. And what's cool about it is you're able to customize it, do whatever you want with it. It's always fun for the girls when you get down here to state. Sometimes you don't go with the school colors, you go with something different. We saw a team yesterday, they wear maroon normally. They had orange shirts down here at the state tournament, so it's just a little something, a little extra flavor.
Yeah, the kids are always coming up with something. Every game has a theme, and as a coach, half the time I didn't know what was the theme. Or the parents, we have no clue.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, every team kind of has their different little thing that helps them out.
Lots of dressing up. Like, obviously Halloween is over now, so that's probably not going to happen as much, but wow, for about 3 weeks straight, it's Halloween.
Everybody likes Halloween. This one's over from Davenport Assumption. Des Moines Christian. And it is alive. Great job by Davenport Assumption keeping that one alive. This point is still anybody's. Good block, Des Moines Christian. It's a Davenport Assumption point. Maggie Johnson, a great job there, able to get that over. But the real credit goes to that back row of Davenport Assumption being able to keep that one alive.
Yep, it's going to make a huge difference. You see that, then somebody else starts doing it, and then your whole team's doing it, and all of a sudden, Assumption's back in the game, and who knows? So that's where Des Moines Christian just has to keep their confidence and not question whose ball it is.
There's
like
a collision.
Yeah, both going for it. That's good.
And an attempt from Schubert. She will never let a point die. Before that last timeout, she actually slid underneath the net. She was at the 10-foot line of Des Moines Christian going after a ball on the other side of the net before that last timeout. She just is all over the court. She brings the energy.
Well, I think she's tried to say it, to do it, and now she's, showing them, here's what we got to do.
Block for Des Moines Christian. Schubert over. Oh, good effort. Can Des Moines Christian kill it? They can. Good effort from Des Moines Christian. Keep it alive. Emma Cross sends it to the floor.
Emma's just hitting over the block right now. So she hit right where the defense wasn't, and, that was a great shot.
After a huge Davenport Assumption lead to start off set number 3, here comes Des Moines Christian with a 1-point lead for a moment, but Davenport Assumption says not so fast. We talked about that collision. They kind of lost a couple of their players for 1 point. We had one yesterday. One of the girls actually got her foot caught in the net, in that center court net, and they played 6-on-5 because she's over there trying to dig her foot out of the net while the volleyball game's still going on.
I heard that when I was driving, so I couldn't look at it, but how did she not get called for being in the net?
Well, she had hit the ball, and then after she had hit the ball, she was trying to slow down, and when she was trying to slow down, so the ball was already gone and back into play, and then she took one extra step, which happened to be in the net, and her foot got wrapped up in there, and she couldn't get out of it. It actually, as we see a service error here for Davenport Assumption, it's a 14-14 game as Olivia Labardi will go back and serve. But after the ball was already back in play, she's over there trying to dig her foot out.
I know who it was. I can't remember right now who it was that got caught.
Yes, it was.
It was Ankeny, right?
It was Schrader from.
Ava Schubert's on now.
Yeah, Ava Schubert is in the mood now. 15 to.
I don't know if they were intentionally keeping her off the net to not get blocked earlier, but now it's getting to be a better set, and I feel like better for Ava.
Miller. Gardner keeps it alive. Schubert over, dugout. Nicely by Des Moines Christian. That was Skellhouse. Lombardi will set this one up. Kept alive by Schubert. Here's Dorsey. Good block by Des Moines Christian, keeping it alive. And in the antenna. Ball in the antenna. Great job by the line judge catching that one. As the ball hit the antenna, it'll be a 16-14. Schrader from Ankeny.
Yeah.
That's who it was. All 5A all-tournament team last year for the Ankeny Hawks, who are the defending 5A champions, will have a chance to defend their title. They'll play in the semifinals tomorrow. 17-14, excuse me, as that one will go into the net.
That was way behind the 10-foot line. That's a tough ball to swing at.
Timeout Lions, 17-14. Assumption by 3. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to volleyball action here in Cedar Rapids. The IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. We're at the powerhouse here in Cedar Rapids. Davenport Assumption breaking the huddle after the timeout. They will have the serve, leading by 3. 17-14 is the score in favor of Davenport Assumption. They have to have this set. They've lost the first 2 sets. Miller in the middle, out of the timeout, a big kill for Des Moines Christian. Marin Miller finds the kill, and now Des Moines Christian gets the side out they needed after a timeout. Here's Schubert, and a little miscommunication there for Des Moines Christian. That last one is just kind of thrown in the middle of about 3 girls, and I think each one of them thought the other one was going to go for it, and they all watched it.
Yeah, I would say your captain of the back row, libero, should probably just go, I got that next time.
Miller, she's just so great with that tap over. And was she underneath the net? She was. It'll be a line violation on Des Moines Christian. They're going to get Hadley Harderson, who, as you mentioned earlier, when Lombardi's not setting, then it is Harderson who does the setting.
She's just a freshman.
And she will set here. How tough of it for a freshman to set? Because sometimes the setter is, kind of the one that quarterbacks the play.
Yeah. I think she's got a lot of experience there with everybody, and they probably do a good job of helping her be a leader.
Schubert smashes that one.
And that's smart by Schubert. I mean, I know she likes that shot, but you're hitting it at a freshman that, hasn't seen that kind of ball very often at this stage.
Even at the club level, you're
right.
Probably not seeing it from somebody like Schubert.
Right.
Because when she's playing club, she's probably playing her own age group, and not too many freshmen right sides, outsides, or any kind of hitters are hitting the ball as hard and with as much spin as Schubert is. 21-15, Davenport Assumption, after having a big lead early in the set. They kind of started falling back in the middle portions of the set, allowed Des Moines Christian to catch up, but now it's been all Davenport Assumption here at the closing stages of this set. Blocked by Schubert. She throws her arms up in the air and embraces her teammates. 22-15.
I don't know. This is going to be 5, I think.
Davenport Assumption has some fire right now.
Yes.
Gardner sends this one over. It'll be set up by Harderson.
That's a good answer, though.
Good job there by Gabby Lombardi. We have a couple of IMT substitutions. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com as Ashlyn Bakke will come back and serve. The senior Ashlyn Bakke will serve. Schubert. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to feed her. She's hot and she wants the ball, so.
23-16. As we'll see Ava Schubert serve. That one goes into the net. Back in for Des Moines Christian will be Sydney Tice. She will serve with a 23-17 lead here for Davenport Assumption. And that one, maybe a little miscommunication between hitter and center there.
Yeah, I was actually honestly looking to see what Schubert's percentage of serving was throughout the whole season, because her serving that aggressive.
This one set to Dorsey. Des Moines Christian will give it to Lombardi, and that one's set long. 24-18. One more point for Davenport Assumption to send us to a game 4.
Okay, I
Van
found my
Severin
answer.
will serve.
Schubert's about 83%, which you give and take. Like, I'd say you'd probably want your servers to be about 90, but if they can give you some more aces, you'll take a little lower percentage.
Schubert. Oh, man. That will end it. Nice kill from Johnson to end it. 25-18, the final here in set 3. We will head to a game 4 next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. As Gartner will take for Des Moines Christian, and we see a kill from Marin Miller. And the point will go to Davenport Assumption, as Molly mentioned earlier. A good chance for this game to go to a 5th set, as Davenport Assumption needs to win this one. And then once you go to 5, you really don't know what's going to happen from there. Ava Schubert, as Des Moines Christian kind of, oh, great play by Schubert. She just stuck the arm at it and just tapped that one over to the back row, and it lands in as a point for Davenport Assumption. They lead 2-0. Des Moines Christian led early in the first 2 sets, went on to win the first 2 sets. Now Davenport Assumption winning the last set in set 3, 25-18, and ahead in this one 2-1. Olivia Lombardi will serve. Lombardi over the net, taken by Schubert. In the middle, there it is, what a kill. Ava Harris Shepard able to find it. That is Ava Shepard's 4th kill of the match. Schubert has 12. Serve coming for Davenport Assumption. Taken by Des Moines Christian. That one sent long by Emma Cross. And it will be a 4-1 lead for the Knights of Davenport Assumption. And we'll see a serve coming for the Knights. Lombardi In off the block. Great job there for Des Moines Christian's Allie Lundgren.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe every team that started out ahead has won. So we'll see if that continues.
So far, we're talking about that. Yeah, Des Moines Christian took the first 2 sets after leading in the first 2 sets, and then Davenport Assumption won set 3 after taking the first point in set 3, and Davenport Assumption has a 3-point lead, 5-2, as Gartner will serve here in this one. It's blocked by Cross. Cross and Miller with the block assist.
Substitution for the Lions.
As we'll see an IMT substitution, be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com, as Backey will come in and she will serve.
This atmosphere is so cool. I took the headsets off for just a little bit. It is so loud in here.
So loud.
Point Knights.
That's what makes it fun in here. That's what I mentioned yesterday. What makes this environment so cool is you don't just have, like, if you go to state basketball, it's fun too, but you only have 2 crowds, 1 game going on.
Right.
Here you have 2 games going on. You have 4 crowds. They all interact with each other. They're all yelling. It's so loud.
The kill by Drew Dorsey. Point Knights.
It is kind of nice, though, without the switching of sides. I see that they have their own student section behind them, so no one's yelling at you mean things. You know, they're cheering you on.
Point Lions.
How has that been different for you guys? Obviously, the last 2 years with COVID, no longer switching sides. How has that changed things? Has it changed anything as a team?
It doesn't change anything. It is different sometimes. Like, as a coach, I'm like, wait, which game did I call those timeout in? Because before you'd be like, no, that was when we were on the other side. Most of the time, it's pretty fair advantage. You know, there's not a basket hanging from one side. We had one time this year where I said, well, I want to switch sides because it's unfair to be on this side, but that was it. And you can ask for that this year.
Yep.
Out of bounds. Point Lions.
Yep, that's the one part of the rule with that is obviously if there is a team where they can say, hey, this is an advantage being on one side or the other, of course they will still switch sides. As Davenport Assumption leads 8-6.
Straight jack. Van Severin will serve.
Van Severin will come in to serve. She will serve from right to left. And 2-point lead. Assumption again having a larger lead to start off the set. Des Moines Christian battling back, and Gartner almost caught that one between her legs there.
Yeah.
Serving for the Lions.
One of those where you're expecting it to be like here, and it just a little bit lower kind of drops out.
Yeah, it's hard to react that fast.
Gartner. Great job by Davenport Assumption's Maggie Johnson.
That was a good set by Rolf to keep it from going in the net without getting her body in the net. Takes a lot of body control.
Maggie Johnson will serve. Lombardi. Great job by Mum keeping that one alive, nearly crashing into the scorer's table. And Lombardi with a great receive. She'll set this one up to Mum. And Schubert right on top of it, helping out the officials, calling that one out.
Yeah, I think it was too far out. Back behind the antenna on that side.
10-7 in favor of Davenport Assumption. And it will be a point for Assumption as that one got down. I think Des Moines Christian thought they had got the pancake there, but the officials disagree.
That was a smart shot by Schubert. You know, she's been swinging real hard, and then that one she just took a little off, and you get caught on your heels.
That was long.
Point Lions.
That's what's great about having the line judge right there to be able to tell from here. I would hate to have to make that call from here, and we're about the same angle as the R1 and the R2, so without those line judges, that's a tough call there. The line judges do a great job. Schubert, taken by Olivia Lombardi. Pancake. Gardner has been on top of those today. And it turns into a point. That one, you're kind of just trying to reset, just free ball it over to the other side, kind of reset, but it turns into a point.
Yeah, ace bump. That's not an official term by any means. We just like to joke about it.
There you go. Taken by Des Moines Christian. They will get it. Oh, setter dump, just perfect. She really hasn't done it throughout this game, and then when she does do it, it's a free point.
Yeah.
Timeout taken by Davenport Assumption. Excuse me, Des Moines Christian. Either way, it's a 13-8 lead for Davenport Assumption. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. And you mentioned it earlier, as the crowds are starting to wake up, the 10 o'clock crowds, of course, are right in the thick of the matches, but the 12 o'clock crowds, maybe even some of the 2 o'clock teams, have started to arrive here now. This building is starting to really get full as throughout the upper level, the lower level, it's really starting to get full here inside the powerhouse in Cedar Rapids, and it is getting loud inside here. The student sections are yelling at each other, and maybe could that affect play from time to time? It's hard to, volleyball is about communication. It's hard to communicate when you can't hear.
Right. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you can't use that as an excuse. You just got to go for the ball, and, you know, it is a lot louder than last year. Last year it was, oh man.
The kill on the overpass.
Wow.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, what a play there on the overpass for Harris Shepard. And it's all Davenport Assumption right now. And obviously, you never want to go down 2-0, but if you are going to go down 2-0, and let's say Davenport Assumption comes all the way back, you would rather win 3 and 4 going into 5 than 1 and 2, correct? That's more momentum.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But again, you don't want to ever tell your teams to go down 2-0.
No, but Assumption has really got the momentum and the confidence right now.
Yeah, and you can tell Des Moines Christian, they didn't have those nerves earlier, but now as the game's starting to flow more towards Davenport Assumption, you're starting to see some of those maybe some of the nerves come out here for Des Moines Christian.
Yeah, even the best players start to question themselves, and they need to just play with confidence.
Still a long ways to go here in set number 4. Do not count Des Moines Christian out, trailing 16-9. Schubert. Here's Des Moines Christian, good attack, but Davenport Assumption says not so fast. We are going to return to sender. Miller, no. Gardner, Schubert. Lombardi digs. Here's Olivia Lombardi. Schubert will send it over.
Block by
a freshman.
Dorsey and Harris Shepard. Point Knights.
Harris Shepard was not one that we talked about coming in, but she really has been good in front of the net today for Davenport Assumption.
Their block is stepping up now.
17-9. There's a shot there in the left corner, back in that back corner. And Des Moines Christian will serve. Offense will be set up and out. Here comes Des Moines Christian back to within 6. We mentioned don't count them out. They could go on a big run, but if you're Davenport Assumption, you want to side out now.
Yeah, it's definitely possible that Des Moines Christian can come back in this.
Harris Shepard, good job by Des Moines Christian. The Lombardi girls able to get it back over the net. Here's Schubert, overpass. Gardner, the overpass nearly landed in for a point. Called out by Olivia Lombardi, blocked out of bounds by Davenport Assumption. Here comes Des Moines Christian. And it will be Allie Lundberg. Service air into the net. And it will be a lead for Davenport Assumption of 6, 18-12.
I think they had a big run the last time with their libero serving.
Gardner will serve. Schubert, collision, and we've got a into the net. They're going to call the setter
Lions.
Ralph into the net.
For the Lions, Caitlin Mumm and Ashlyn.
Caitlin Mumm will come in as an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. There is our IMT substitution. Ashlyn Backey, she will serve, and a nice shot there by Johnson.
Point Knights. Serving is Ava Schubert.
It is really loud in here now. It's 19-21 over there. I have no clue where they're at in their game, but how many?
Great serve from Schubert. Block taken by Des Moines Christian. Can they set up Mumm offensively? It's got to go over. It wasn't a forehit.
Lions.
Point for the Lions. I had counted a 4.
Wow.
Davenport Assumption had counted a 4. The officials had 3.
Yeah, it looked that way. They must have thought that Assumption touched it at one point.
And they very well could have, and it'd be a higher chance that I missed it than the officials. Schubert sends that one in. Great shot.
Kill by
accuracy, like archery there for Schubert.
Early in the game, she was trying to hit the lines, but just wide by a little bit, and now she's found it.
20-14, a 6-point lead for the Lions. They are the first ones to 20 in the first 2 sets. That one set long.
Point Lions.
And Davenport Assumption was the first one to 20 in set 3, and now the first one to 20 here in set number 4. Gabby Lombardi will serve. This one's set up, blocked. Not going to be able to get it though. And a kill for Strayjack.
Point Knights. Serving is Maggie Johnson.
Unity Christian in West Delaware in game number 4 as well across the way. We'll try to get you an update on what's going on over there. That one smashed down by Mumm, 21-16.
Point Lions.
That was a good job by Mumm to be up. That's all really that Lombardi could do with that ball is pull it back, and you're hoping that a middle or somebody goes up with you.
Skellhouse will serve. 21-16. Over the net. Taken by Assumption Schubert. A chance for Des Moines Christian is received. Gabby Lombardi will set it up, and it will go long. Point for Davenport Assumption. That kind of fooled me, as I thought she was setting in front of her. Instead, she goes to the back set, comes around the corner, and a chance for Lundberg, but just sent it a bit long.
Yeah, I thought maybe they would go middle. They've been pretty effective at middle. And it was a good free ball to use it.
Point Knights.
And that one will go into the net. It'll be Davenport Assumption who will serve with Ralph 23-16, a chance for Davenport Assumption to send us to a Game 5. Pushed over by Des Moines Christian. Johnson, yes.
Kill by Anna Strayjack.
24-16 is the score. And now Davenport Assumption is just 1 point away from
a lot
sending
more
us to a Game
smiles
5.
on the Assumption side now.
Into the net.
Point Lions. Serving for the Lions, Olivia Lombardi.
Unity Christian has the set point. I do know that across the way. Here is a chance.
This is where Des Moines Christian's got to use that free ball.
Miller,
They did.
As you mentioned, they used the free ball, and Miller kills it. 24-18 is the score. 8th kill of the match for Miller. And we'll see Olivia Lombardi, who will serve. Blocked.
The block.
Here comes Des Moines Christian.
Point Lions.
Timeout taken by Assumption. 24-19, more volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
More volleyball action coming from you to the powerhouse in Cedar Rapids. The IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Des Moines Christian will have the serve. That is Olivia Lombardi.
Both teams have used one timeout.
There's the white libero jersey. Where's number 1? She will bounce it a couple times, wait for Davenport Assumption to get ready, and now she will serve, taken by Gartner. In. That's it. In Game 4, 25-19. The final score. We are off to game number 5. Who will win it? We don't know. We'll find out when we come back next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community. Like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Back to Cedar Rapids as Des Moines Christian trying to start off with the first point. Now it will be Davenport Assumption with a strike. Here comes Des Moines Christian back. Who's going to find the first point? Very crucial when you're in a game 5, 1st to 15. Schubert gets it.
The kill by Ava Schubert.
She's either going to put it in that same spot or down the line. You just gotta be where you're supposed to be, which most teams play perimeter, which means they're up against the perimeter of the court, the edge of the court, but not everybody can do that.
Here's Davenport Assumption. Gardner just has to free ball it. Lombardi, that one nearly sent long. It's going to be kept alive by Davenport Assumption. They thought it was going to go out. They played it. Gardner.
You know, you mentioned
Lombardi.
Davenport Assumption playing a ball that might have went long, but that's what you got to do. You got to play everything and just not play that guessing game. I think that's their attitude. Like, we're going to play everything as hard as we can.
Serving is Olivia Lombardi.
Olivia Lombardi with a jump serve over the net, taken and set up in the middle. There's Harris Shepard. Back to Olivia Lombardi. Here's Gabby Lombardi, just a bit long. She tried to play that from the 10-foot line. Just sends it a bit outside, and it's 2-1.
Number 8, Isabella Krogman.
Here in set number 15. How do you win a set 5?
You hope that your kids are calm and have confidence.
First set 5 of the day. We had a couple of them yesterday. A couple of them to close the day yesterday. There's a point for Des Moines Christian. And we go back to earlier in the game. In sets 1 through 4, somebody had either a 2 or a 3-point lead to start off each set. That is not the same here in set 5.
They're not going to let us predict.
It'll be just back and forth right now. And whoever's had that big lead has won the first 4 sets. But so far, it's just been trading points back and forth for both teams. Gardner will serve. Over the net, taken
Thank you.
by Des Moines Christian. And that one is going to go 3 rows deep into the crowd. Lombardi finds the kill.
She took a little frustration out there.
She sure did. Poor volleyball. Backey will serve. Oh, man. That one was set beautifully, hit beautifully there by Maggie Johnson.
Yeah, again, it was a really tight ball to the net, and she did a great job of just being calm and keeping it out of there and going middle.
4-3 as Schubert will serve. The Des Moines Christian student checks in, trying to get into the head of Ava Schubert as she was serving, but she is a very, we call those constant professionals. And no, that's not what you like to see for Davenport Assumption as it goes off the hand of Schubert and it goes right in.
I think it was her eye. Like, I think she's okay, but maybe a contact might get knocked out.
She's kind of laughing about it now, which is, it's not a funny situation, but she's kind of.
It scares you.
Yeah, exactly. She's at least Isabel Krogman kind of trying to, shake it off a little bit. Just a tough situation. And obviously, nothing Schubert could do. She played that one, tried to play it off, and it just happened to skip off her arm right into the eye of Krogman. This one taken by Des Moines Christian. Gabby Lombardi sends it just a bit long. That one was really close to the line.
It was close, yeah.
maybe one that Assumption thought was out for sure, but
yeah,
definitely was a lot closer than out for sure.
She definitely had a top spin on that ball to make it fall a little faster.
5-4 is the Davenport Assumption lead. They are a third of the way to a win here in set number 5, but Des Moines Christian says me too, as they are also a third of the way there.
I have to be careful. I almost get caught up saying out. Like I'm trying to tell my team.
Yes, that's the coach instinct in you. This one's set up and pushed over by Straight Jack. A chance for a setter. Good job by Des Moines Christian. Picking up the setter dump and a kill for Des Moines Christian, Allie Lundgren. And the Lions have their first lead of set number 5, 6-5. And it comes at a big time.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking neither team really uses a slide, which is very effective. But they both have that lefty-right side, which is pretty much kind of the same thing. Yeah.
And point will go to Assumption as a violation of a double hit is whistled for. 6-6.
For the Knights, Maggie Johnson.
And it'll be Maggie Johnson. If you're Des Moines Christian, one thing is good is Ava Schubert has already served here in game 5, so they're going to have to go through the rotation quickly to get her back to serving.
Yeah.
Point Knights.
Point for the Knights.
Yep.
I'm not sure there's enough points left in this game to get her back.
Oh, yeah, next rotation, she'll be front row again. And I think that might be better for them than her serving.
That one's set long. A 2-point lead for Davenport Assumption. You don't want the opposing team to get a lead, and that's why Coach Thompson will take a timeout. Timeout Lions, 8-6. Set 5 coming back next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, as the Davenport Assumption student section trying to give some energy to their team. They lead 8-6, and a chance here for the Lions.
Serving is Johnson.
To get a side out. They need a side out pretty badly here. Don't want to fall behind too far here in game 5. Season on the line for both teams, and it comes back to one of the leaders on the team, Gabby Lombardi.
I don't think I've seen her do that yet today, have you?
No, she hasn't.
Yeah.
She has been holding it in her pocket till they needed it, and they needed it, and they used it.
Smart.
And a 1-point lead now for Davenport Assumption, as it will be a serve coming and an ace serve. How big is an ace serve in that situation?
Now we've got a ball game. Holy cow.
The 3A leader in ace serves comes up big when they need it.
Oh, it's out. Yep.
That one sent just a bit long. You got back to within.
You know, though, she got them. You know, they get 3 points. They got a side out +2, and I think that's what you want.
Davenport Assumption will serve. That one skips over the top of the net, taken nicely. Now she's done it back to back. Now as she dumps it again, does Lombardi. Here's Schubert, taken by Lombardi. And Olivia Lombardi. And that's touched, and it's going to be a point for Ava Schubert. You don't see your libero. She tried to set. I thought maybe she was going to set that one at first. You don't see her setting as much.
Right.
But instead, she just dumped it over there. I looked like at first she was lining up the set. 10-8. This time she will. It's an overpass. Lombardi does a great job of keeping that one alive. Schubert to the back row. Des Moines Christian.
Hustle.
Yes.
This is a big point.
Kept alive by Des Moines Christian once again. Can they get it? They're going to have to free ball it.
Oh, too far.
Too far out of bounds. 11-8, a 3-point lead. Timeout called by Des Moines Christian, 11-8, as the Knights of Assumption trying to advance. We'll find out next.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Serving is Carly
And it will be
Rolfe.
Carly Rolfe to serve for Assumption, leading 11-8. And if you're Des Moines Christian, you need to sign out right now.
Yeah, you got to believe that it can happen. You can win this game.
Block, kept alive. Assumption with a chance. Harris Shepard in the middle. It's a 4-point lead.
Ava Harris Shepard with the kill. Point Knights.
4-point lead. 3 points away from the state semifinals for back-to-back years. It took 5 chances to get to the state semifinals. Now a chance for back-to-back state semifinal runs for a team that wants a state championship. That is Davenport Assumption. Of course, every team that gets down here wants a state championship, but Davenport Assumption, you can feel it. Des Moines Christian, do they have one last run in them? Block at the net, kept alive.
That might have been out, but they went for it, which worked.
Kill by Cross.
Good kill
Point
there
Lions.
by Cross. Cross will play
Serving
college
for the Lions,
volleyball
Olivia
at Gardner
Lombardi.
Webb in North Carolina next year. Olivia Lombardi, we've been seeing her out there. She's going to serve right now. She is committed to the University of Iowa, where she will play her college volleyball. One more year of high school volleyball to go, but then will be a Hawkeye. As of right now, verbally committed there. This one set up to Schubert.
Kill by
Down.
Ava Schubert. Point
It's almost
Knights.
money when you can see it's in the right spot for her. It's tough to stop.
Krogman will come back in. How awesome is this? Krogman goes out with the injury to her face, and now she comes with a chance to send her team to the state semifinals. Lombardi will set it up. Miller, that's in. Great shot by Miller.
Yeah, she's having a great day.
You mentioned earlier she was hitting over 400 this year.
Marin and Miller.
Yeah, their middles for Des Moines Christian are very effective. That's what I would try to go with.
Dorsey, a chance for Lombardi. It's just pushed over,
Got to be aggressive at this point.
and she is. Good job by Gardner, though, to keep it alive. Here's Dorsey, blocked by Des Moines Christian. It's a 2-point game. Now, if you're Des Moines Christian, you want to get as close as possible now before they get to 14.
Right.
Point
So they want to go on as big of a run as they can to try to get back close. They could get all the way back to get to 13 or 12 if they get one more here. It'll be big, but Schubert says not so fast. Davenport Assumption, after being down 2-0, have a chance at a reverse sweep. They are 1 point away, and it will be Gardner. Brianna Gardner has had a great day as a libero. She's had a ton of pancakes, kept a lot of balls alive, played great defensively, has served fantastically, and now has a chance to send her team to the state semifinals. Gardner, it's set up in the middle. No.
Point Lions.
The Lions get the side out. Now they need to score 2 more.
For the Lions.
IMT substitutions. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com as Caitlin Mumm will be back to serve. Des Moines Christian needs 2 straight points. They got the side out and 2 more. And Sherbert.
You know who it's going to now.
It's over. in the net, a net violation against Des Moines Christian, and Davenport Assumption has reverse swept Des Moines Christian to win it 15-12. It was 25-20, 25-19, 18-25, 19-25, and 15-12, the final scores here in Class 3A quarterfinal. What a day it has been. Casey's General Stores will bring us our player of the game after the award ceremony. Let's go downstairs.
Each participating player will receive a medallion and commemorative volleyball provided by Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union are Gene Berger and Craig Enan. Congratulations to head coach Matt Thompson and the Lions from Des Moines Christian on an outstanding 2021 volleyball season. And now, Carly Rolfe of Davenport Assumption will advance her team to the semifinal round, where they will play either West Liberty or Mount Vernon on Wednesday at Court 1 at 2:00 p.m.
Fans, Casey's General Store is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans, making sure there's always fresh Casey's pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for the new Casey's Rewards, a rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, field discounts, or donations to local schools. And with today's player of the game, here's Molly Geis.
You have to go with Ava Schubert, not only in the front row, but like she was trying to lead them from the beginning. She was the one that got excited because they got the first serve of the game, and she was trying to fire her team up, but then she struggled a little bit early. I think she knew that a lot of the pressure was on her, but she started diving for balls. She had a couple of those big plays, and then she ends up with 20 kills, and it's just proof that as a volleyball player, you have to stay positive and you can't get down on yourself or your team. And so Ava Schubert.
She is today's player, Casey's General Store player of the game. Des Moines Christian, Davenport Assumption wins it by a final score of 3-0. We're back for more volleyball a little bit later on here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company and presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Zara Nagastel, that's Molly Geis. More volleyball coming a little bit later on. See you later from the powerhouse in Cedar Rapids.
We are
so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meat like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year, And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.